For decades, Americans believed the Manhattan Project sprang from raw brilliance, slide rules, and enough coffee to power a mid-sized city. But newly uncovered correspondence suggests a very different origin. According to this top-secret memo, the atomic bomb, along with several other American breakthroughs, were not developed in our laboratories at all, but were gifts from a group of polite yet thoroughly confused extraterrestrials who crash-landed outside Roswell, New Mexico, during an agricultural inspection gone wrong. Historians long assumed Franklin Roosevelt kept the Manhattan Project's deepest secrets locked away in military vaults. Little did they know he also kept one in his desk drawer, a private letter he wrote to Harry Truman, explaining that the greatest scientific leap of the 20th century began not with Einstein, but with aliens who apparently really liked corn. What follows is that extraordinary letter, FDR's final attempt to prepare Truman for the truth, and for the glowing, humming, occasionally alarming device the visitors left behind. Unfortunately, when President Franklin Delano Roosevelt entrusted his final world-shattering letter to Vice President Harry S. Truman, he made one critical miscalculation. Harry put the envelope in the pocket of his pajama shirt. The next morning, the letter containing the truth about aliens, the atomic bomb, and several things Roosevelt really wished he'd never seen Churchill do, went through a full wash cycle in the White House laundry. Hot water, heavy agitation, extra rinse. By the time housekeeping found it, the envelope had achieved a state historians later described as paper oatmeal. For decades, scholars believed the message was lost forever. But thanks to revolutionary new AI document recovery tools, government scientists have now succeeded in painstakingly reconstructing the obliterated text, every wrinkle, every smear, every desperate warning from FDR's fountain pen. What follows is the fully restored contents of that legendary letter. My dear Harry, before I hand things over to you, I feel compelled to brief you on several sensitive matters concerning our scientific programs. You will soon be told that our nation has produced 3 breakthroughs: the atomic bomb, radar, and advanced cryptography. This is, to phrase it delicately, not entirely accurate. The truth, Harry, is that these innovations did not come from our scientists alone. They came from a group of exceedingly polite extraterrestrials who made an unscheduled landing in Roswell, New Mexico. In the summer of '42, they introduced themselves as intergalactic agricultural inspectors, though I strongly suspect they made that up so the Army would let them examine our cornfields without asking too many questions. After some negotiation and a promising exchange of chewing gum for anti-gravity metal, they provided us with several devices that your scientific advisors now proudly claim to have invented. For your convenience, here is a brief inventory. A small shiny sphere. When shaken, it glows blue and hums. This is the basis of the radar program. Under no circumstances should you let Senator McKellar touch it again. A rectangular box with symbols that no one understands. This is, technically, the most advanced cryptographic machine on Earth. Do not plug it in unless someone is nearby to take notes, scream for help, or both. A large obsidian-like rock. Contains enough energy to power a city or obliterate one. The scientists call it a reactive mass lattice. The aliens called it the hot potato. Handle accordingly. The aliens also left instructions for operating their equipment, though I must confess that most of it appears to be written in a language that resembles a combination of algebra and random doodles. Nevertheless, our boys out in New Mexico assure me they are making great progress, which I understand means they have successfully turned it on without the building exploding. A final note: if anyone in Congress asks how we managed these miraculous advances, simply say, American ingenuity. What became of the aliens, you ask? Well, we set them up with some useless piece of land called Area 51 to set up some kind of intergalactic rest area. We'll see how that works out. Next time on AI History Lesson, was Amelia Earhart the Limburg kidnapper?